Hi everybody, this is Ahmed Al-Akbar for the Marketing Insider video series, and today I'm going to show you how to create a marketing message. I'm going to start by telling you a little story. I was once at a business networking event and I was talking to a guy for a few minutes, and then I asked him what he did for a living. And he responded something like, I work in business development and operations services for clients in the MENA region. And I stood there and nodded my head and didn't understand anything. So I asked him, what exactly does that mean? And he progressed and started telling me even more complicated, complex terminology that I simply couldn't understand. Now, we tend to do this all the time. And this is known as the curse of knowledge. It's when you know something so well up in your head, but you cannot communicate it to somebody sitting across the table from you or somebody standing right in front of you. Now, that leads to a lot of missed opportunities. And I remember when I was in a Fortune 500 company and the CEO used to come out with memos saying, we need to be more consumer-centric. And I'm sure that made a lot of sense to him and he would know exactly what he meant by that. But to the people, the hundreds of thousands of people that worked for him on the ground, probably not a whole lot actually understood what that meant and what they should do about it, even more important. So everybody has an invisible antenna that's on top of their heads and it's in tune with the frequency WIIFM. And simply, WIIFM stands for what's in it for me. And you need to, in your communication, when you are trying to sell and when you're trying to market to your customers and to your prospects, you need to make sure that you are in tune with that frequency. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do that today. With a little bit of thought and a little bit of structure, you can put this quite systematically together. It's called a marketing message and it starts with your target. This is who you sell to. This could be customers in a particular geographic area. This could be a certain level of buyer. It could be a purchasing director. It could be the marketing director. It could be the general manager. This could be companies in a particular industry. It's important to put this down because you cannot sell to everybody and everyone. You need to make sure that you are focused in some shape or form. And by saying that, by specifying who it is that you target to, it's so much simpler because if you are standing right in front of that person and he or she is in that target, then you get their attention automatically. The WIIFM frequency starts zoning in. The next part is the issue that you solve. We all solve issues in some shape or form. Now, issues, I'm going to go a little bit deeper into what issues are, but they are the problems, they are the pain points that your customers or your prospects have. You need to specify those. And once you specify them, again, you tap into that frequency. Outcomes are the exact opposite of the issue. So the issue could be that you work with customers that are experiencing low amount of sales. The outcome that your product or service provides is that you increase their sales. It's as simple as that. It's just a reversal. The last part is a story. Now, a story is a way to talk about a particular client that was in the target category that you specified, what issues he or she had, and what outcomes they came out with after having worked with you or after having bought your product or your service. A story is a very powerful way to communicate what you're actually doing, already doing. And once you get that right, it's a very, very effective way to attract more prospects. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit more about issues and outcomes here. An issue could be revenue. Your target could be experiencing low revenue. And the outcome that you could provide is that you increase the revenue. It's really as simple as that. They could be experiencing high costs, in which case your product or service could be decreasing those costs. You could help them. You could be helping people that are experiencing low profitability. You help them increase their profitability. You get the point right now. Other things could be satisfaction. Their clients, their employees, their users of their service could be dissatisfied with that service, and you help them to increase that satisfaction. One really important thing to mention as well is your client or your customer may be unhappy. They may be stressed in which case you help them to be happy. It's as simple as that. The other things I will suggest in your story is to mention adjectives and adverbs. Significant, dramatic, excited, actionable, immediate. Those type of adjectives get people more excited and lead a little bit more with emotion, because at the end of the day, there needs to be 80% of emotion in there as well. And do away with the technicals. Do away with what exactly it is that you do. Do away with what exact software you provide, because nobody really cares about that. What they do care about, at the end of the day, what they do care about is increased revenue, reduced cost, profitability, and so on. Now, there is no room for modesty in marketing. So remember that. Next time you're writing your message and you feel, this is a bit too much or this is a bit too over the top, there is no room for that in marketing. As long as you've got a message, disseminate that message, send it out to the world, and in the following video series, videos that are going to be coming, I'm going to be showing you how to disseminate that message so that more people understand what it is that you do. I'm Ahmed Al-Akbar, and see you next week.